was about to say on the subject of failure.
On the subject of failure, today we have Wesley Gramling here with us on the podcast.
Since this movie is about depression and failure, we have Wesley.
Wow. Dang.
Oh, man.
I low-key relate to Charlie Brown a lot. I mean,
He's depressed for 90% of the movie, though.
he's bald.
Dang.
No, he has like 3 hairs.
I was about to say, canonically, how much hair does Charlie Brown have?
It's hard to tell. I mean, even with Linus, he's got like that string hair that like flies out all over the place.
I hate Linus's hair so much.
Micah.
Schroeder has a good head of hair.
Yeah,
Do
he's
you
got,
remember
hair.
Wax Coolio from Gravity
Wax
Falls?
Coolio, yes. from
That's
Gravity
what Linus's
Falls.
hair looks
Oh my
like.
god.
I don't remember him.
Have you seen Gravity
Did you
Falls?
watch Gravity
I've
Falls?
seen a lot of Gravity Falls.
Okay.
I haven't watched every episode.
I was
We
about
just
to say,
finished watching all the way
there's
through.
the wax figure episode where all the wax figures come to life, and they have like different celebrities.
Oh well, I just
historical
must
figures.
have. I
Yeah.
just must have missed it
And
because I've seen that episode.
Yeah, the wax Coolio. He has his hair's like sticking out everywhere. Not
Alright.
that I'm a Coolio fan.
All right,
I do not
Are
necessarily
we ready to
endorse-
start this podcast?
Yes. All right. Do you remember your line, Wesley?
You're in theater, you should know.
Welcome to recently logged the ultimate
Bill Melendez.
bandcast.
That was pretty good.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Okay. I might keep the speaking of failure from earlier.
Speaking of failure.
All right.
Oh no.
Hey guys.
Hi.
It's us again.
Yeah. Say something.
And someone else.
They're holding me against my will. Finally, it's my chance. Please help me. I'm at 1400 Cherrywood Road. Please.
Cherrywood Road. Where even is that?
I mean, hi. I'm their guest on the podcast. I'm really excited to be here after 4 months.
Well,
Wait, how long has this podcast been going?
it was January last year, right?
It was July.
Okay.
July.
Yeah, so
August,
it's-
September, October, November, December, January. That's 7 months.
Holy
Yes,
crap.
but I asked 4 months. I don't know. Whenever you guys did the Megamind
Okay,
episode is when I
so-
wanted to come on.
With us
Oh,
today,
so
we
weren't
have
up to your like quality.
we have
stuff.
acclaimed playwright and
Heck
acting
yeah.
connoisseur
Woo.
Wesley Gramling.
Hey,
I was in one of his plays.
the one play.
Literally
forgot-
the only play, but still.
I forgot to mention he's also a Megamind enthusiast.
Yes. yes.
Listen, 5 out of 5 rating every time. You can't even come at me.
How many-
But that's a different topic.
Wait,
Yes.
just real quick before we get too much into our movie topic. How many times have you seen Megamind?
I have probably seen it over 400 times. No lie.
I don't know how to respond to that.
I've seen it. I think I've seen it maybe 10 times max.
Whoa, what? I've only
You
seen
don't know
it-
my life.
I've only seen it like 4 times.
Well, I mean, okay. If I watch a movie and I really like it, like I always go back and watch the third Indiana Jones movies in particular because I like it so much.
It's a
like
really
I won't
good
watch the
Indiana
full
Jones.
trilogy.
Oh my gosh.
Or not full trilogy.
Liz
sorry.
is breaking in.
The wall is birthing a dog.
I won't watch all 4 of them at one time, but I will go back and watch the third
Is
one.
the
Just
4th one even a movie?
you also have to take that into account.
Oh man.
Oh,
the 5th
okay.
one should be interesting.
Anyway.
Well, guys, if you remember our Igor episode, I'm just gonna random odd
What?
episodes.
What?
Lizzie is back in the
Oh
studio.
yeah, Lizzie's back.
Yo, what up, Liz?
Because we actually have Wesley in the studio with us. So
Wow.
Lizzie.
First studio guest?
No, we technically speaking we had
Marianne.
Zach. Because
Wait.
not in
oh,
studio.
Zach wasn't in
technically.
studio, but he was
Marianne,
live
and
with
then
us.
Zach in a different state.
Lizzie, don't
And-
make weird sounds.
Well, I'm only gonna count Marianne because
Zach
hasn't been
doesn't
in
count.
the studio,
Yeah, this
and
is-
I mean, what a studio!
My
Can I just say?
bedroom is the studio.
And this is like Marianne's
No, don't
house.
tell it. You ruin it. You
crap.
ruin the whole magic.
Oh,
already.
Dang
wow.
it.
They
So
know.
edit that part out.
They know the secret.
I'll have to bleep our location.
Anyway. Bedroom.
No, you
No, stop saying it. All right, we're in their office, which is located in.
can't make me silence you again.
He just held a gun to me, guys. Sure, it's a Nerf gun, but I'm still feeling threatened.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Wow.
back on subject. We just went for like 6 minutes on nothing in particular.
All right.
This week we are doing A Boy Named Charlie Brown, the 1969 feature.
Nice.
and before we talk about it too much, I'm gonna go over the basic facts. It came out in 1969, as I just said.
All right.
It is
Mr.
rated
Facts.
G. It
Wow.
is 86 minutes.
Wow, that's pretty edgy, Micah.
Wow, so edgy.
G rating.
Literally the highest rating you can get in non-edginess.
Wow.
It's direct.
Literally the highest rating you get in non-edginess. Boom, boom.
Actually, you could just go not rated and get the Dove family.
Oh, the Dove family approved. What if this was Dove family approved?
I don't think I would watch it.
No, I don't think I would either. I'd be like, sorry, Wesley. The director. People are reaching over me to get to the dog. The director is Bill.
Cipher?
Yes, Bill Cipher. No, Bill Melendez, I think is how you say his name.
You're the worst. Micah.
And he was written. It was written by Charles M.
Schultz?
Schultz, the creator of
Do you need a-
Charles
Charlie
M.
Brown.
Schultz.
Do you need a lifeline there, Mike?
This was nominated for one Oscar for best score.
Wait, it didn't even win?
It did not win.
It didn't win.
This is-
maybe another one did.
Peter Robbins as Charlie Brown, and fun fact, this was his last time voicing Charlie Brown.
Wow.
That's a shame.
What else did he voice him in? Micah, can you list his full film?
I can list his
No!
full filmography. Are
No, what have you done, Robbie?
Ready?
Wait.
Okay, here we go. He was Charlie Brown in It Was a Short Summer, Charlie Brown,
Same
and A
year.
Boy Named Charlie Brown. He's Your Dog, Charlie Brown. You're in Love, Charlie Brown.
Was he in Come Home Snoopy?
It's a great,
Or whatever it's
the
called?
Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown's All Star, Charlie Brown's Christmas, and yeah, that's it.
But
Okay.
wait, hold up. I thought Christmas was released in 73.
No, Christmas was 65.
And
Christmas was first.
Thanksgiving
Yes,
is what I'm
the
thinking.
Thanksgiving
was in
one.
73. Okay.
So yeah, he's Charlie Brown in a lot of classic Charlie Browns. You've probably heard his voice before.
He in my mind, from my childhood, is Charlie Brown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and none of the
Yeah,
cast,
exactly.
none of the rest of the cast is even worth talking about.
Whoa. Literally no one else on this entire cast.
Whoa, Christopher.
I mean, hold on. All right. Like, you have to give credit to all the parents in the series being voiced by the same person.
Where
Yes.
Just going
voices of the
wah,
parents?
wah, wah.
No, the
I
parents.
wonder.
Full cast.
I
Where's the
wonder if that
parents?
was done electronically,
Okay, there's no voice actor for
like
the
over a
parents.
bad phone or something.
I
don't know.
So they might not have had like a specific person doing that.
Maybe they just had like one audio clip.
Okay, they could have like gotten a rubber horn and like squeaked it and then like mixed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
All right. She wants down.
All right, so let's get down to
I just put the dog
the
down.
nitty gritty.
The nitty gritty.
The nitty.
So Wesley, can you give us your
Oh wait,
basic?
Wesley. What? I meant to ask you.
Whoa.
Is this your favorite movie of all time?
No, this is not my favorite movie of all time. Of course, you could guess by now that my favorite movie of all time is Megamind.
I would not have guessed.
I didn't even like that. Wasn't even an option.
Wasn't even on my radar.
These guys are really good at sarcasm. Like I know you, all 17 of you listeners, listen every week and just love their sarcasm. But just in case you didn't know,
Wesley, we have an estimated 10 listeners. So we
oh, sorry, I overcompensated.
We're not-
my bad.
we're not that popular.
Yeah, no, don't get ahead of yourself here.
Yeah.
You do not have a letterbox, but if you did, what do you think you'd rate this on a 5 scar? Well,
Five scar? What?
On a 5-star,
on a
3 stabs out of 4.
a 5-star rating system.
I don't know.
No, you have to
I-
do like an object from the movie or something.
What?
Like a
five-
five block.
5 blockhead
out of
ratings.
Can I get
out of
a,
five blockheads.
All right, I think I'd go 4.7 childhood traumas out of 5. For Charlie Brown, this was actually a very enjoyable movie for me. But
Wow.
Yeah.
Charlie Brown was the butt of the joke in this entire movie.
Charlie Brown, man, he had a rough life.
Surprised he didn't say I'm going to become the Joker.
I'm going to. You should have. If you just need to
That was pretty good.
you need to just edit in. We live in a
Which
society.
Joker would he be?
Obviously, Joaquin Phoenix Joker.
Yes.
I cannot see him.
Charlie
he's
Brown
too
lives in a
round.
society.
He's too round. That's
He's
true.
too round.
Wait,
There's no.
he could be what's his face? The guy from The
He
Shining.
could be Jack
Joker.
Nicholson
Yeah,
version.
Jack Nicholson. Jack Nicholson
That would be
Joker.
good. Yes.
Oh man,
With
Jack
the-
Nicholson,
with
what a treasure.
The smile literally makeup onto his
Jack
face.
Nicholson is a national treasure.
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
Maybe.
Well, maybe.
Wow. Okay.
What about you, Robbie? What did you rate this movie?
I rated it 4 blockheads out of
4
5
blockheads out of 5 blockheads.
That's a pretty solid rating, I think.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. I mean,
Do you just rate everything 4.0? Because that's all I've heard from you so far.
I'm trying to think. What did I... No, that was 4
watch out for
stars.
Micah.
Most of the movies we end up talking about, I end up rating 4 stars for some reason, and I'm not sure why.
Well, okay, so it's not the best movie ever. It has a couple of critiques.
Yes.
But it's still a fair rating.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
So that's why
Exactly.
you do 4.0 all the time.
Yeah.
My highest average rating is 4 stars. So,
Wow.
Yes, but are you diverse? Like, you have any one...
oh yeah, I have lots of 1.5 and 1 and hold on, let me
Let's pull up some of the worst movies of all time.
let's see. I have no. I'm just gonna see how many. I have 8 half stars. I have 8 1 stars. I have 10 1.5 stars.
The 10?
17 2 stars.
Oh my gosh, Mike.
31 2.5 stars.
So, Robbie, it's like this
64.
every week.
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
He just keeps listing stuff.
Anyway, I rated this movie
What did you
3.5 stars.
3.5.
And let me
that's pretty
justify
good.
this.
Yeah.
Go ahead, justify it. I won't listen.
Wow.
He's plugging his ears, by the way, to all the listeners for that comedic
Oh yeah,
effect.
sorry to all the listeners. I'm unplugging my ears. Go.
Well,
What? All right, go ahead.
so it's really good, and it's got like that peanuts magic.
It's really good. 3.5.
that everything.
It's really
has.
like 3.5.
But-
Has a little something for everybody.
but I don't necessarily have ever been, and everybody's gonna hate me for this, the biggest Peanuts fan.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I've just never liked their format of
dare you.
their movies, of their
Oh,
specials
the
and
movies,
stuff.
okay.
And I mean, I like all their comedy and I like their characters, but like the structure of everything that they do animation wise,
You don't like it?
I've always found kind of boring. I think
What?
the most non-boring one was the actual like the 2015 newer one.
Whoa.
But
there.
I would-
Whoa,
I wouldn't
whoa,
hold on.
whoa.
I wouldn't say it's better. I just said it's less boring.
Oh my god.
Like I said, I still find these really good.
Well, you have to. They were a little bit limited back in the 70s.
This was 69 actually. Not the 70s.
Micah, it's
it
practically
was
the
the
60s.
60s. That's like saying 2019
It's the turn
of the
was the
decade.
20s.
In the 1900s, they were a little bit more limited than we are
No, I know.
in the 2000s.
And I think there's a lot of like artistic vision when it comes to the directing and writing in this movie. They have a lot of almost Fantasia-esque sequences.
I don't know about that.
No, like
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah.
that's not the best example of it.
It's not the best example, but I get where you're coming
Yes,
from.
it is
Yeah.
an example.
it's they're very abstract and I like those parts, but nothing like that has ever kept me very engaged. That's why I didn't like something like Fantasia
So
at all.
You don't. Well, a side note, not about Fantasia. With this movie, you didn't like the looser pacing of it, or with most of the Charlie Brown.
Yeah, with
movies?
all of the Charlie Brown movies, really, I don't like the loose
There's
pacing
sort of
and
a
how they
meanderingness
they
to
kind
it,
of just
not-
walk around to event
I mean,
by event.
the only criticisms that I would have for the movie is there are times where they're talking and there's not background music, and it does seem a little bit stale.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But that doesn't take away my overall enjoyment of the rest of the movie.
Like I said, this is a good movie. I gave it 3.5. I just don't think I could give it like 4 or 4.5 or anything like that.
Not even a 4?
Just because it's not my thing. Like, it's good, but it's...
Did you wait? Was I wrong in thinking all these years that you liked the Charlie Brown holiday specials?
They're good once a year.
Wow. How did
Wesley just died?
How did I go this long not knowing this, Micah?
I don't know. It's almost like all of those.
You see, you can't see on the podcast, but I'm dying for comedic effect.
Yes,
but I'm dead. Go.
I need to find the clip from the Muppets Treasure Island. We're in the room with the dead guy.
We're sitting in a room with a dead person. I thought this was supposed to be a kids movie. What a legend! Honestly, best Treasure Island adaptation ever put to screen.
Wow.
Find another better version of Treasure Island on screen. I'll wait.
Okay, so wait, was that your basic thoughts of the movie?
That was my basic thoughts.
Did Wesley already went over his?
Yes? Do you have anything else? Just basic, fundamental thoughts.
No, I just really liked this movie. I actually liked the structure of the movie, though.
He likes the structure.
I mean, the animation style could be improved, but then again, it's 1969.
I should totally feel personally threatened by the fact that he disagrees with me.
No. I hope that you do, Micah, and just let that loom over you for the rest of your days, that I'm always watching it. Anyways, so the movie...
Wesley just drives over to our house and stands over me until I raise my Mega Mind rating.
Right.
So 5 stars.
I'll live stream it, and I'll get Mr. Beast to come down.
You get Mr. Beast to come down, and he'll give you $1 million.
Standing over Robbie till he gives a higher rating.
And when he does give the higher rating,
I rated this the same as
Mr. Beast gives you $1 million.
I don't know if this is Megamind level. I really think you should raise your rating. Like, I mean, a 4.5. Anyway.
All right.
What about you?
I really like this movie. I like the pacing of it. Like, it gets into just a bunch of the normal Charlie Brown tropes. Like, you have the baseball team that's never good.
Exactly.
They win their first game of the season in this. Spoilers.
Wow.
You can't really spoil something that's...
Wow. Yes, you can. I still haven't seen Inception.
But Inception at least came out in the 2000s. This came out in, like, before the 70s of the 1900s.
Wait. When would it have come out? Like in the 70s of the 1800s?
Yes. I made this on...
They didn't even have TVs back then.
Exactly.
They drew it on rock tablets.
What, the 1800s?
Okay, they would have drawn it on paper.
They were more advanced than rock tablets in the 1800s.
Okay.
This is way off topic anyways.
Okay.
But I really like this movie. It may just be nostalgic, but I like the pacing of the movie. You get into, he's going into the spelling bee just because he wants approval of something.
And then he freaking wins, bro.
Yeah, and then he wins.
Spoilers.
Okay, do you want to just like delve into the plot of the movie?
Sure, yeah.
I mean, we can, yeah.
All right, so
shot one.
Shot one, recreation one. Wake up, Charlie Brown in bed. He hasn't even put on his slippers yet. He goes. Okay, anyway.
For some reason, Charlie Brown has no nipples. We're not sure why.
Listen, man, we suspect cancer. He doesn't have much hair.
This is very dark.
Okay.
All right, back to what I was saying.
He doesn't have long to live.
Back to what I was saying.
Okay.
He wins the first spelling bee, and then he's like, "Oh, it's over. Now I can finally rest, and nobody hates me anymore."
And then
everyone just keeps pressuring him with so much stress. Like, well, now you have to be the best that ever was.
I want to be.
That's a very nice reference. But can I finish my explanation of the plot?
Yes.
Yeah. Go.
All right. So he keeps competing, and then he gets is it state? I think
national.
National?
Well, no, he wins the classroom.
It's
then he wins
national...
the school, then he goes national.
Yeah, it goes national.
He went school-wide.
I don't remember what the name of it was.
I mean, it would go to state if we're talking
I
about
know.
Okay, but he goes straight to nationals after that. And then he really just is struggling the whole time.
Yes.
When he's there at national.
He looks like a high schooler on finals week.
He looked like me this week.
Imagine like Tom Holland in Homecoming, but a better performance.
Whoa! Not to the Tom Holland.
I can't disagree, but that's a different topic. All right, this is why you only have 10 listeners.
That's why we only have 10 listeners. They're like, we came to hear about Charlie Brown, not about Tom Holland.
Yeah, we got a critique actually on our Knives Out episode from our mom for going off topic so much.
Anyways, Linus sends his blanket with Charlie Brown.
Yes.
And so
gotta love that stuff.
And he's like, "Here, take it, my best friend." And then he's just like, I don't know. He's like really woozy. It's like he's seasick.
It's
the
like
entire
he has
time without
withdrawal or something.
He
I mean, yes, he does have withdrawal.
He has withdrawal,
But
and
like,
he's just like dying.
If he was drunk and had withdrawal at the same time.
If he was drunk, had withdrawal, and he was very, very seasick.
Yes.
That's what.
And he also ate like a frozen chimichanga or something like that.
Not microwave, just straight frozen.
Well, that's what frozen... Micah, what kind of microwave would not unfreeze a chimichanga?
No, but when you say frozen, like, it could be like a frozen...
A microwavable chimichanga that has already happened to be microwaved, and then you eat it.
No.
All of those is basically what Linus is feeling right now.
Yes.
So he goes with Snoopy... And does Woodchuck go or no?
No, it's just Snoopy.
No,
not Woodchuck.
Wait, Woodchuck?
Woodstock.
Woodstock! I thought Woodstock was there.
Is Woodstock in this movie?
Woodstock's doesn't make an appearance.
No, he's not in this one.
Okay, I'm remembering it wrong.
Okay.
Anyways, him and Snoopy go there, and they see that he's really, really tired, and that he's just studying away, and he's like, "Charlie Brown, I need to get my blanket back."
And then he like falls over.
And then he's like, "Oh, my blanket!"
Where's my blanket?
And then they have a whole serenade thing.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Linus, I really need to study."
Linus.
And so, oh my gosh. Okay, so they first get there, and then they go to the library.
Oh, right.
First, because he's like, "Oh, well, Linus, I'm sorry, but I don't have it." And I'm backtracking a little bit, I'm sorry. And so they go there, and then Snoopy has this whole ice skating scene, which is probably the most memorable scene
That was
for me,
the best
other than
scene.
the finale.
That was
The finale is probably more memorable in my
There's
mind.
no other scene in this movie.
How about the spelling bee scene with all the disembodied heads that randomly pop away?
That is the finale.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Yes, never mind.
All right, so they go to the library, and it's not there because that's like the only other place Charlie Brown has been because he's been studying.
He's been studying
Yes.
for like all of his life.
Exactly, and so, they come back and he's like, "Where is it?" And they collapse in the chair and he sees it's under the bed. And then he's like, "Charlie Brown, how could you, you monster? You just left it on the floor. What an idiot." And so,
Which is a reasonable reaction.
yeah, and so then they're supporting him in the front row. And then everyone back home is watching him on TV. And he is just dead on stage. Charlie Brown is not alive. He is just a shell of "I've been for years after D." No, he says D on stage.
Oh, yeah.
And then Lucy says,
you
blockhead, he's gonna blow it.
So just side note, I love the flip-floppiness of like Linus is like this blockhead. He's the stupidest person in the world. Never put your faith in a blockhead. Never trust a blockhead. He goes on this big rant, and then like 2 minutes later, up in the front row,
He's
like, "Go
cheering.
Charlie Brown."
Well, I mean, it's not that he doesn't trust his spelling abilities. But he just wants his blanket back.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
So, anyways, he gets really far into the spelling competition, and then it comes down to him and one other
Nameless blonde kid.
nameless, blondeless, bodiless, incorporeal child. who also won.
That's what I'm gonna
out of
name
his
my
school.
child, my firstborn.
And they will hate you.
Your poor firstborn. Lizzie's made her way back in the studio, and it's quite distracting.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyways, he gets down, and then the last word is beagle, and everyone's like, "Oh, well, he can spell beagle. It's the breed of his own dog."
I didn't
They're
realize
like, "You
Snoopy
can-"
was a beagle
Yeah, he doesn't really
until
look like.
this movie.
They referenced it before in the movie, anyway.
Wow.
Yeah.
But yes.
But
beagle.
anyways, they're like, "It's a beagle. He should know the name of his own
And
dog."
Snoopy and Linus
he's-
are like celebrating.
"We can do it, Charlie Brown." And then he spells it wrong,
EL instead of LE.
Yes.
and oh my gosh, he spelled bagel. Not really, but instead of spelling his dog right, he misses the spelling, and the other kid automatically wins. And you just hear the big, like, they do the ugh, and then they lift their head up so you can only see their mouth, but everyone Charlie Brown knows is like, ah!
Like even Charlie Brown, Snoopy, Linus, everybody
Wow.
is ugging.
Yeah. So, and then it cuts to this sad scene where no one is in the auditorium, and he's just sitting there like, man,
He's
I
become depressed.
messed everything up.
He's in a constant state of
Oh
depression.
no, he
throughout
goes
this whole movie.
depressed. When's the spelling bee? Not depressed, tired, depressed.
Yeah, I think. Hold on, there was something he said when he was doing after the baseball game when they lost. There was something they did. Hold on, I think it was Charlie Brown who said something like, I think I've reached. I don't remember the line though.
I'm not sure.
You guys just watched
I
it.
know,
You
I
remember?
Yeah, we
watched
like
it.
finished it like 20 minutes before he got here.
Wow. I don't know. I don't remember it.
I know what he's talking about, but I don't remember the line.
Anyways, but he just like finally his one taste of freedom is just ripped away from him, and then he grabs his stuff, he rides home.
This is kind of a sad movie.
I
Right?
really think that Woodstock was in it
No, he's not. We just
because he had
watched it.
the
No, Snoopy had the little.
I know,
What
but
is that called?
I really think okay, never mind. I just associate him playing that with Woodstock also dancing on his head for some reason.
I don't know. they could have
Anyways,
done
he
that
gets
another way.
home, and there is no one at the bus stop. Not his parents, not any of his friends.
Nobody came to see him.
Nobody is there. And so Linus heads home, and
And ditches Charlie Brown. He's like, well, Charlie Brown, this is a good life lesson. Bye. Slam.
yeah, so he heads home, and then Charlie Brown heads home, and he goes to sleep.
He sinks into depression.
Is that the end of the movie?
No.
Oh.
He does not end in depression sitting in
I
his
seriously
room.
don't remember how this movie ends.
Dude, Linus comes in and he's like, well, Charlie Brown, you're a failure.
Oh right, because he didn't want to. He didn't want to go to school. He's like, I think I'll just lie in bed.
Well, no, he didn't.
forever."
He didn't go to school. So Linus comes after school, tells them they won their first baseball game ever, and is like,
Alright.
and then Charlie Brown's like, "No, I'm a failure." And then Linus is like, "Yeah, you did fail. You messed up." But did the world end? And then he closed the door like a mic drop. He just closes the door and leaves.
Linus always has a mic drop in every movie, no matter what.
Yeah.
And then Charlie Brown goes and he sees all of his friends, and they're not mad at him, and life's good.
Wow. And there,
I don't know. Well, okay. Is it expressed that his friends aren't mad at him?
Yeah,
Because
I think so, yeah.
It's just, well, Lucy's mad at him, but Lucy's not really his friend.
Dang.
oh, we didn't even talk about the the slideshow.
Oh my god.
no.
Near the beginning of the film, Lucy is like, "All right, Charlie Brown. So now that I've done the football trick for like the 4th or 5th time in a movie, let me I recorded it that time. So let me show you a slideshow of all of your failures."
Ever. Yeah, and that's so, and I love that they go slide by slide and they show you all the slides. And then she's like, now for your really big life mistakes. And it pans away to where you can't see the slides. And Charlie Brown's like, no.
Oh my gosh, that's so great.
Yeah, that was
And
pretty good.
that was a pretty good one.
All right, I'm going to go run and get some water real quick.
What? You're ditching?
Yes, talk amongst yourselves. My blood sugar is still recovering. Sorry, I feel like crap today.
Yeah,
Tell me about the movie.
Robbie said when he ended the movie because he wasn't feeling well, he was like, wow, I'm going to tell Wesley when he gets here the movie was so bad it killed me.
But all in all, a good movie, good pacing.
No, yeah.
A lot of my love for this movie probably has to do with my nostalgia. Like, I've seen... And a lot of it also is that... The reason I was asking, like, did they actually, like... Well, they weren't, like, angry at him, but were they, like, pleased to see him, like, oh, hi, Charlie Brown.
No, it was just kind of like a content, like, back to the norm.
Yeah, see, okay, so the reason I like this film so much is because you'll see in Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, at the end, yeah, Charlie Brown ruined the Christmas dinner for all of his friends, but then he took them all to grandmother's house.
Yeah.
So it still had a positive ending because they're like, oh, right, now we get to actually eat a real meal.
Dude, I want the popcorn and toast and jelly beans. Are you kidding? Like, serve me up some of that.
I mean, like, I liked it too. But they still got to go eat, and they had fun, and then they all got to go to Grandma's house.
Yeah.
And then you'll have Charlie Brown Christmas, where the ending is, oh yeah, Charlie Brown got a terrible tree, but everybody still gathered around to fix it up.
Because it's not about the tree. It's about the love.
Exactly. And also in The Great Pumpkin, at the end, yes, everyone's mad at Linus. This actually isn't focusing so much on...
it's actually not on Charlie Brown this time.
It's not focusing on Charlie Brown's failure, but it's focusing more on Linus's belief in the Great Pumpkin being wrong. And so, yeah, it does end like that, but afterward, like, you see Lucy grab all her things and go out into the cold night and grab her brother Linus. So it still has an overarching feeling of, oh yeah, Linus is a blockhead. but there's still like family. There's still like a good family bond between him and his sister.
Yeah, no. I think all of them have the same. Well, I think Peanuts in general all has like the same themes, even if they're explored in different ways in each of like the movies and stuff.
Exactly. But this was the first one that I had seen that the ending wasn't also great. He didn't win the spelling bee. None of his friends came to greet him. He was just kind of depressed. I mean, Linus was still a supportive friend, but most of the time it was just because he wanted his blanket.
Yeah. Well.
So,
yeah.
I mean, I guess the theme of this movie is that even if you have success for a time and then you fall, that life still goes on and it really doesn't matter.
Life still goes on. I can't get with living without you. Sorry, I'm gonna probably get like copyright striked or whatever for.
It's already over. They've already sued you for everything you're worth.
Yeah, probably.
They've already converted your 10 subscribers to Jimmy Fallon. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I've always liked like the overall like the theme and the feel of the Peanuts. Like in concept, they've always had nostalgia for me, and they've always had like a warm feeling. Like I feel like they're supposed to, but I don't know. For some reason, I've always just kind of been like, wow, this is good, but like I can't connect with it very well. Like I connect with the characters, and I like the characters, but like I don't know. Maybe it's the pacing is. Maybe it's because I'm a darn Gen Z and don't have a big enough attention span.
You darn Gen Z with your Facebook and your Twitter.
Hey, you can go follow me on Twitter at Micah Grayway.
Wow, shameless plug.
Shameless plugs are my speaking of shameless plugs, just like random segue into a plug here. If you want to be on the podcast or suggest us a movie on the podcast, or just want to give us a big old congratulations or a big old your podcast sucks, you can contact us.
And trust me, I will be dropping a couple of those. Really, Wesley Gramling, what a terrible guess. You could have picked better. And they didn't even get back to me for 4 months, and then they're like, oh, well, you choose the date. And so I'm like, what do you mean? I'm doing a guest on your podcast, and we didn't even do the Grinch episode.
Listen, our Christmas schedule went out of control.
Oh, yeah? What was the last one you did for Christmas? Oh, let's talk about what movies we watched recently.
Because we didn't have anything, okay?
You had the Grinch idea!
Yes, but it was too late. It was a Friday. It was Friday and we hadn't recorded anything.
Ah!
But anyway, you can contact us at poddingtonrl@gmail.com. That's PODDINGTONRL@gmail.com. I actually think I got it right there. That's PODD. No, POD.
You need a little bit of help.
Or you could go to RobbieGrayway.com /
Is that with a Y or an IE?
Why?
Well, if they spell it ROBBY, then they'll get it wrong.
Well, they probably won't spell Grayway right either, because it's not spelled Grayway, it's spelled Grawy.
Well, then choose a better name.
Tell that to Robbie. But
We
yeah.
have the same last name, at least.
Well, yeah, we're brothers. Oh yeah. Here's a question. What do you think of the? I think it's I before E after C or whatever the song is called.
I before E, except after C.
Yeah, that song.
Sounding like A, neighbor and way. Oh my gosh, such a classic song.
That was probably my favorite song of the whole movie.
I think my favorite will have to be Champion Charlie Brown.
I could see it.
Because, okay, he's been a failure his entire life of being, 8 years old?
Yeah, right? His life sucks and he's only 8 years old.
Exactly, and this is probably, one of the only time people have been like, oh my gosh, Charlie Brown spelled it right! Ah! And so they're like, Champion Charlie Brown, that has a lovely ring. Exactly, it's all cheery, and I like it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just really, I think the main reason I like the spelling song is it reminds me a lot of, the old style musical songs. Like something from Singing in the Rain with Moses Supposes.
Yeah.
And I mean Singing in the Rain is an amazing movie, 5 out of 5 stars. And that
How
song.
long have you guys been floundering for?
Floundering.
Floundering. We have not been floundering.
No.
Get out of here.
Get out of town.
I'm sorry. Wesley, the one time you come on the podcast and I'm dying. So
Yeah. No, medical emergencies. Skip them.
Yes. No.
Die
0
on
of 10 would
die
not
on the
suggest
podcast.
Just die live. We'll get thousands of
thousands of listens for Robbie dying.
Hear
live.
his last words.
Hear his
It was a 3.5 rating. You know what? I think I will raise Mega Mind from a 4.0 to a 4.
For you,
Wesley.
My dying wishes for my
4.05.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Hopefully I wasn't
But
too
we were talking
badly
about favorite songs.
Aren't
And I
there
was
only
saying,
two?
there are 3 or 4.
Three,
There's
four?
Failure Face. There's
Failure Face is
Champion
good.
Charlie Brown.
There's the spelling song.
I before E except after C.
There's
Don't they also have an extended Star Spangled Banner?
They do.
Oh yeah, right at the very
They
beginning.
do, and
Yeah.
that's very weird.
They
Talking
have
about that
the
one.
song that they do on the ice rink.
They have Schroeder's song.
They have Schroeder's song.
Yeah, but
Oh
I
my
was
gosh.
a little bit more talking about songs with actual words.
Real music, Mike.
Real music.
Music with some class.
I'm gonna say probably Failure Face.
But I love Champion Charlie Brown.
Champion Charlie Brown is good too.
I was saying before you came in,
Sorry.
the spelling song really reminds me of those old musicals with like Singing in the Rain
like
style
the ones
songs.
from the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
What? Whoa.
It's almost like it's that style.
Whoa.
Pretty crazy.
Wow, I know.
Did you guys already go
This
over
is revolutionary.
favorite scene?
We have not done favorite
Wow.
scene yet because I forget our format.
Wow.
This is why I don't
it's
do
not
the
exactly.
podcast
It's
without
just
you.
always a fun question to answer.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
Favorite
why I usually do
scene
it.
or sequence? Go.
I think my favorite scene would have to be
Wow, you just sprung it on him like that.
I think my favorite scene would have to be the end. The ending scene
The
where
ending's
they're in the
good.
spelling bee all the way up until he goes to bed.
That's pretty
Alright,
good.
yeah, no, that's fair. I like all that.
I never went over my general thoughts of this.
He's depressed. You did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
When?
We were like, yeah, I think this is good, and pacing's good, and good.
Okay.
He's
don't
just
remember that.
agreeing with me.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was just agreeing with Wesley.
Do you have
Okay.
anything
Okay,
you would
do you have-
change
yeah.
about the movie?
Do you have any other?
I was gonna say, this had a lot of nostalgia more than I was expecting when I watched it,
Yeah.
because it felt like I was like a holiday or something, like a special occasion, because I used to only watch the Peanuts movies and stuff like that during holidays.
They were movies. They were 30-minute TV special.
Oh my god.
22 minutes! Anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was very nostalgic and fun, and I really liked it.
Okay. Anyway,
So, yes.
What's your favorite scene or sequence? Go.
Yeah, anyway, about your opinion.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, I'm gonna have
Let's
to
hit the
say-
check marks, people.
I'm gonna say the slideshow.
The slideshow
Oh, the
scene.
slideshow.
That's
It's such a
good.
funny
That's the
scene.
one that made me laugh the most, and that yeah.
And here
definitely
is
that
your
one.
biggest failure. Oh,
no.
please, no more. Ah.
I think my favorite scene or sequence for all of those who care, which is nobody.
Two.
Wow.
I think that ending scene from when Linus comes into Charlie Brown's room to the actual like end of the movie.
Oh, wow. So that's the first time he comes into the room, or when he comes back from the library?
No. Like
Not
in
the
his
hotel room?
actual room at the
Like his
end when
bedroom?
he's depressed and he comes in.
Oh.
yeah. So
The one that I forgot existed.
that little conversation to like the very end of the movie, I think, is my favorite. I don't know why. I was just kind of very like, this was good. I enjoy this.
Micah, if Damien Chazelle had directed it, would have just ended with him in his bed,
Yeah,
like
no,
crying.
if Damien Chazelle would have directed it, it would have ended with him crying, and then it would have been like, here's a message from Damien Chazelle. Life sucks, and musicals are for babies.
Wow.
It's not I don't know if it's a musical.
Lizzie is barking at someone.
Because there's
time is
only
Oh, crap.
there's only
It's probably Haley.
Oh, okay.
there's only 3 songs.
Yeah, I wouldn't call this a musical.
I mean, technically speaking, it does qualify as a musical just in the fact that there's songs in the narrative, I guess, is what...
No, the meta narrative.
The meta-narrative, right. And...
I guess so, because then there's Failure Face.
Because the spelling
Okay, you're a
one-
failure.
That
and
one
then
takes
you
place in
won,
the
and
regular
now
narrative.
you're a hero. And then training to become the hero.
It's like
Yeah.
a one act.
It's like Rocky.
It's like a rock.
If only they had like a real, and they also had, hold up, this might be a different one, but they also had the peanut butter and jelly sandwich scene.
Oh, yeah.
Where he's sitting at lunch alone, and he's like, I actually did this for a monologue for an audition once,
Wow.
but
Acting.
Is our podcast not interesting enough for you, Micah?
he's on his phone
He's
right
just
now.
Well,
scrolling through
sorry.
Twitter.
Sorry.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, this podcast is pretty stupid.
No, it's...
Let me just watch Mr. Beast on YouTube.
I'm not even subscribed to Mr. Beast.
Wait, Wesley.
Oh no, he's pulling up YouTube videos. Wait, you're not subscribed to Mr. Beast.
All right, we got 10
Yeah, I
minutes.
am.
Oh
See?
wow, you just did. Wow.
We got 10 minutes left on the tape.
Wouldn't that be funny if we recorded this on tapes?
No, it wouldn't.
Wouldn't it be funny, Robbie the editor?
So do you have any closing thoughts? Not to cut us too short, but
I feel bad for not being here for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, Robbie.
I didn't talk much during this one, but Wesley got to talk about
which is good. We like
movies, and Micah got to talk about one of his not favorite movies.
It's not it's not that I don't not like. Okay, I'll do my closing thoughts first.
All right.
This movie has a ton of nostalgia, and I think it's overall pretty good. That's why I gave it 3.5. But it's not there for me. I don't know. It's not really my personal style. Though it does have some really funny and really unique things to it, and I would definitely suggest you go watch it. And if you are able, it's on Hulu if you have a Hulu
Is
subscription.
this the best comic book movie, Mike?
Oh, dude, it uses so.
Oh my god! It kind of is a comic book movie.
Wow, that's.
It's not a comic book hero movie.
Yeah, it's not like a superhero movie,
but it's a comic
book movie. All right, closing thoughts, Wesley, go.
I would say it is the best comic book movie. Take that, DC and Marvel. You don't have nothing on Charlie Brown. I don't care if you have the highest grossing film, Tommy Holland.
I mean, nothing against Tom Holland. I like him as Spider-Man, but sometimes.
Wow.
But sometimes.
Ooh. Micah, that's the same. Everyone is like, yeah, but sometimes. Well, maybe not everyone.
I have a quote to end us off with too, so I'm ready.
Okay.
So, do you have any other closing thoughts?
No, not really. I think I said everything I really wanted to say.
Would you suggest this to the listeners?
Listen, if you haven't watched this movie, I highly recommend pirating. Hulu has it for free.
Recently logged does not.
They told me to say that.
No, we do not endorse pirating. Negative.
Micah, what about when we do Curse of the Black Pearl?
Piracy,
then will we endorse
piracy is not a victimless crime.
Then you better eat your lemons.
How about you, Robbie? Closing thoughts, go.
This is not, I would say, not the best of the Charlie Brown movies.
Whoa.
But it's definitely not bad by any stretch.
What would you say would be the best in your opinion?
It would be so close between
Hot take, the new one.
the Thanksgiving one and the Christmas one. I think probably the Christmas one, though, if I had to choose.
So we're qualifying those as movies.
Oh my god.
As Charlie Brown films.
Charlie Brown animated adventure.
Adventures.
But yeah, it's got wait, you said Charles Schultz did write this?
Yes.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah.
It's
a
a
very
really
Charlie Brown.
His writing is, I still really enjoy it. The dialogue, the easy flow of it, it's all really good. I would have been proud to make this.
Yeah, no, this is I would say it's really good. It's just not my thing.
Wow.
All right, so that
I would marry it.
thanks for listening.
I had never
guys.
heard of this movie until Wesley
Wow,
told
yeah,
me.
neither had I.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. Any of you listeners at home listening,
Listen.
Hulu.
But thanks for listening, guys.
Wow.
Unfortunately, we do have to cut this one just a tad bit shorter than we'd really like, just because we
Not
have
endorsing Hulu.
We have
not
some-
sponsored.
we have something
sponsored.
planned.
But Hulu, if you want to sponsor,
Hulu, if you want to hit us up and sponsor us,
we're
we
not
wouldn't be
gonna
opposed.
complain.
We'll be back next week. I don't
hopefully.
think we'll have a guest next week though, not to my knowledge.
Maybe.
Maybe, I don't know.
Who knows?
But like I said,
Anything could happen.
if you want to be a guest, you can contact us on social media. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and even
Our website.
Facebook.
The website, Micah.
No.
You can find us at the website, and you can email us at poddingtonrl@gmail.com.
Wesley, do you have any creative projects that you'd wish to plug?
Sure. You can go to my YouTube. It's Westerdrop9. I'm actually posting more regularly than in the past 3 years, so that's fun.
For all you 3-year-long subscribers.
Woot.
You can check out my Instagram, but I never post on there. It's
I noticed.
KREBB _cakes. It's like crab cakes, but anyway.
Like crab. No, it's not like crab cakes. It's like creb Crab cakes.
Crab cakes. Yeah.
Yeah, I follow him and I highly recommend.
Yes, it's very. It's
I mean,
amazing.
all 9 of my posts,
Yes.
each with a differential like of 10 to
Dude,
25.
I'm in one of those posts.
Heck yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, I got a quote to end us off.
All right.
So here we
right.
go. I'm dying, and all I hear are insults.
Wait, he's like, wait, that's when he's on top of the pitcher's
Yeah,
mound,
that's when
right?
he's dying
Yeah.
on top of the pitcher's mount.
I love how he kept getting hit by the ball, and he would just like all of his clothing would
They're
fall
like,
off.
you're.
All right, Charlie Brown, can you put your clothes on any faster? We can't keep practicing. Like, out of context, what a great line.
Imagine writing that line.
Can you put your clothes on faster? We're not going to be able to finish
Imagine
the first
saying
inning.
it. Wait, it was Schroeder who said that, right?
No, it was Linus.
Linus,
It was
yeah.
Oh,
Linus.
okay.
All right, how do we stop recording?
Brown, we need you to.
How do we stop recording?